In this video, I will show you how you can add the data of multiple Gmail accounts to different Google Sheets automatically and in real time. So here I have 3 separate Gmail accounts as well as 3 spreadsheets also. So if an important email is arriving from this first Gmail account, I am going to collect the email data in this first spreadsheet. So I have added the name as important emails of product A, and for the second Gmail account, I will be adding the email data in the second spreadsheet, and the name of this spreadsheet is important emails of product B. And in the same way, I will add the email data of third Gmail account in this third spreadsheet. So in this way, I am going to automate this whole process, and I will be automating this with the help of this automation and integration software Pabbly Connect, using which you can connect different applications and automate your task. Okay, in this particular case, I am going to connect the Gmail and Google Sheets application. I am an existing user of Pabbly Connect, so I'm already logged in here. You can create your free account in Pabbly Connect in just 2 minutes from this sign up free button, and in the free account you will also get free tasks to test these kind of amazing automation. Now once you will log in and reach out to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, click on this view button, that is create workflow, and then provide a random name to your workflow to your automation. So I have directly pasted the name as send email from multiple Gmail account to different Google Sheets. Okay, now it is asking to select the folder, so I will be selecting this main workflow folder. Now clicking on create, and after that you will find 2 boxes. So these boxes are called as trigger and action, and the trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So whenever something happen in your first application, then automatically do this in your next application. Okay, so in this way, generally you need to always select the applications in the trigger and the action window in which you are building an automation. Okay, but according to our use case, I'm not going to select a Gmail here, because for connecting the Gmail with the Pabbly Connect, I will be using this email parser. So I have selected the same, and again telling you, using this email parser only, I'm going to connect my Gmail account with Pabbly Connect and going to capture the email data, the Gmail data. Okay, so as soon as you select that, you will find an email address. So we are going to copy that email address, and as soon as you do that, you will notice that it will start waiting for the email parser response. Okay, so I have copied the same. Now I will go to my first Gmail account, and here I'll be clicking on the settings section, and after that click on the see all settings, then search for this forwarding and POP IMAP, and here one existing email address is already added. So let me first remove that email address, and now I am going to add a new forwarding address, and this is going to be the same email address which we have just got via Pabbly Connect. Let me paste the same, clicking on next, and now it will send you the verification link. Firstly it will ask you the verification, and then it is going to send the verification link here in the Pabbly Connect. Okay, so let me do the same first. Okay, alright, so I have verified my Gmail address, clicking on proceed, and as soon as I do that, you will notice it is saying a confirmation link has been sent to this specific email address to verify the permission. So coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here you can notice the response is received from the first Gmail account. Simply scroll down and you will also find the verification link in this body text. Okay, so open this, and here is the verification link. Did you notice? Click the link below to confirm the request. So I will be copying the same email, basically the same link. Let me open the same in a new tab, clicking on confirm, and in this way the verification process will be done. Alright, firstly I'm closing it from here. Now I will click on OK, and then after that I will refresh it, and you will notice that the verification process will be done. Alright, so the email address has been added of Pabbly Connect. Simply enable this option of forward a copy of incoming email to, and after that click on the save changes, and in this way the setup of first Gmail account and Pabbly Connect is done. Now I'll be clicking on this recapture webhook response button once again, and in front of you from completely a different Gmail account, I will send some testing email, and you will see as soon as a new email will be received on this specific Gmail account, the same email data will be received via Pabbly Connect also. Okay, so give me a second, I will forward some email on this Gmail account. So I have just forwarded this particular email on my Gmail account, and again this is just a testing email. This is the testing subject line, that is subject line for product A, and here the content is also a testing content. Hello user, this is the testing query from a testing customer regarding the product A. Yes, in order to differentiate the emails, I have added this product A in the subject line as well as in the email content, so that I don't get confused that I will have to add this content in this product A spreadsheet only. Okay, so coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect and checking the response, and here you can notice the response is received, and this is the same email content. I will directly scroll down and will open the body of the email. Okay, this is the body text. Let me maximize this section. Hello user, this is the testing query from a testing customer regarding the product A. Thanks ABC team. Here we also have the from email address as well as the to email address, and you can find a lot of other details. Okay, so the presence of this data clearly shows that the connection in between our first Gmail account and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine. Okay, so now onwards what will happen? Every time someone will send any kind of email on this specific Gmail account, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect instantly, because this trigger will instantly capture new incoming data and the workflow execution will start in real time. Okay, so in this way the first step of our automation is done. Now moving further, I am going to collect this data in my spreadsheet, but instead of selecting the spreadsheet directly, I will be adding router. Now why I am adding router? Because I will have to define 3 router, basically 3 routes, or we can say 3 paths, and these paths will be for these 3 spreadsheet. So if the email is arriving from this specific Gmail account, the data should be sent only on this specific spreadsheet. So that is why I'm using this router feature, using which I can define 3 separate paths, 3 separate routes for these 3 spreadsheet. Okay, how? I'll show you everything step by step. Simply select the action event that is conditionally run, click on connect, and it will be connected immediately, and by default 2 router steps are already added, but here because I want to add the data in 3 spreadsheets from 3 Gmail accounts, so I will be adding 1 more router step. And firstly I'm going to rename my first router step, that is email data of product A from Gmail. Okay, so I'm adding this particular name, clicking on update, and let me also rename other 2 steps, and here it will be product B. Okay, the second router step name will be product B, and the third router step name will be product C. Okay, give me a second. I will have to firstly rename, then I will set up the conditions and filters. Okay, this is going to be product C. Clicking on update, and here you can notice I have renamed all 3 steps. Okay, now setting up the filter and action step for this product A. So simply click here, and firstly it will ask you to define the condition. So here I will specify the condition using the from email address of my first Gmail account. Yes, in this select label you can find the above data, above steps data here in the drop down, basically the data of first Gmail account. So here I will add this from email address. Whenever this from email address is actually equal to the email address of this account, then only the first router step should be executed. Otherwise the automation should check for second and third router step. Okay, so I have added this email address, clicking on this button, and you will notice a response will be received, and that response will be consist of a message that is condition is true. So basically based on this condition only our automation will decide that which particular condition it wants to execute. Assume that this email is from some different email address, so what will happen in such case? The condition will be false. Let me even show you that. Let me add some random data, clicking on this button, and this time you will notice that the condition will be false, and in such cases our automation will stop here only, and in this way based on this condition true or false, our automation will take the decision that which condition it has to execute. Okay, so now I will be pasting the same Gmail address, clicking on this button once again, and once again my condition will be true. And whenever the condition is true, of course this router step will be executed. So what should be the next step for the execution? Well, it should be adding the data in our spreadsheet. So that is why I will be searching for the same application, that is Google Sheets, and in this way, by clicking on this plus icon, you can add as many as action steps as you want and connect multiple applications and automate your task. Clicking on connect, clicking on add a new connection, simply click on this button and provide the access of the Gmail account in which you have created your spreadsheet. Okay, so I have selected my Gmail account, and firstly I'll provide some permission, clicking on allow, and in this way my Google Sheets account will be immediately connected with the Pabbly Connect. Alright, so the authorization is successful and it is connected. Okay, and here you can notice, because we are connected, whatever the spreadsheets are available in my account have started visible here. So firstly I'll be selecting this important emails of product day, this specific spreadsheet. Okay, so here we have the spreadsheet, and as soon as I selected the spreadsheet, the sheet will be also selected because I have a single sheet only, and again the same has got selected automatically. Now you will notice the interesting thing that whatever the columns you have added inside your spreadsheet, those column names will be fetched here automatically as the fields. Yes, and from here only basically we will have to provide the data in these fields only, and in this way the data will be added automatically to this spreadsheet, automatically to these columns. Okay, and from where and how I'm going to provide the data, you just need to click on this field and you will find the above step data here in the drop down. Yes, you do not have to manually copy the above step data and paste here again and again. We are going to map the data, and mapping will replace these details automatically. So it is asking for the from email, so I will be searching the email address with the help of @ and this was my from email address, so I have added the same. Asking for the subject line, well the subject line was something like this. Okay, so how about I directly copy and search for the same, and this is basically the search bar. Okay, scrolling down and searching for the subject line. Okay, so in this way you can add as many as columns as you want. Basically it depends on you that what data you want to collect from your Gmail data, and you can check the whole information in the response, that what exactly you have received in the response, what data you have received in the responses. Further it is asking for the email content. Well, remember we have added some testing words in our email content, so let me search for the same, and this is the body text which again I have mapped. And let me tell you this once again, whatever the details we are mapping here, these details will be replaced automatically when our automation will work in real time, but whatever I'm selecting here manually or from this drop down will remain same. Okay, so this is the difference in providing the values via mapping and via manually, and that is why mapping plays a major role inside this automation. Alright, so I have clicked on that button, the response is received, going back to my spreadsheet, and here you can notice the data is added here automatically. Let me correct the formatting so that I can show you everything. Alright, so this is the data, and because I have not fetched any attachment, there were no attachment in my email, so I have leave this particular field blank, but in the next step I will even show you how you can collect the attachments. Okay, so for now we have this data, basically the from email address, the subject line, and this email content. Okay, so now onwards what will happen, every time the email is received in this Gmail account, the same email data will be added to this spreadsheet automatically and in real time. But you must be thinking that in such cases all emails will be added here, and some important emails or some unimportant or unnecessary emails will also be collected here, which you do not want to collect. So you have the flexibility to apply the filter. Yes, using filter you can apply different kind of conditions. So what you can do is, before your router step, you can click on this plus icon and add filter, which is again an interesting feature of Pabbly Connect, using which you can apply different kind of conditions within your workflow, within within your automation. How you can perform these conditions, I'll show you everything step by step. So in this select label, just like you have added the condition within your router steps, you will have to define the same condition here also. Okay, so in this select label, you can either select the from email address, you can choose any filter type and provide the value and provide the condition. And let me tell you one more thing, the same conditions can be applied within your router step also. Okay, so what you can do is, along with this specific filter step, you can directly click on this plus icon. Okay, give me a second. All right, here you can find this and or condition. You can directly click on this plus icon and add and condition as well, or if you do not want to add any and condition, you can also add the or condition. Now what is the difference in this and or condition? So if you want that all conditions should be satisfied, in that case only the automation should proceed further, so you should go with this and condition. But let's say you have added multiple conditions, let's say you have added 5 conditions and you want that if any of the condition is true, in that case you should go with this or condition. Now what kind of condition you can apply? You can also apply the condition in this body text. Like let's say you want that if your email consists of the words like invoice or receipt or something else like freelancer word, in such cases only the data should be collected in spreadsheet or your automation should proceed further. Okay, so in this way you can also define the set of words in your conditions and make this automation run on the condition basis. Okay, for now I am closing this, I'm closing this also, and for now I am removing this filter step also. If you want to learn more about filter, you can check our channel and learn about filter. Okay, so in this way the first step of our automation is done. Now moving further, we will be setting up this particular Gmail account. Basically we will be connecting this Gmail account with Pabbly Connect and will collect their data in this second spreadsheet. For that you will have to come to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect once again and simply click on this recapture email parser response button once again and simply copy this email address once again, and now you will have to follow the same process which we have done in our first setup. Okay, so going back to my second Gmail account, clicking on this setting option, clicking on the see all settings, again I will search for the forwarding and this POPIMA app, again clicking on this add a forwarding address, and here I will be pasting the same email address which I have got via Pabbly Connect, coming to this Gmail address, clicking on this next button. Firstly I'll do the verification process of my Gmail account. So I have provided the verification code, clicking on this proceed button, and you will notice once again the confirmation link from this Gmail account will be sent to Pabbly Connect. Clicking on OK, coming back to the Pabbly Connect dashboard and waiting for the response, and here you can notice the response is received. Let me directly take you to this body text. Here I will maximize this section and once again I will copy this verification link. Okay, give me a second. Alright, so opening the same link in a new tab, and once again I am going to confirm this. Okay, clicking on close. Okay, here you can notice the confirmation is success. Coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, if I will refresh it, you will notice that the verification process will be done once again for our second Gmail account as well. Alright, so it is done. Simply enable this forward a copy option and finally click on the save changes, and in this way your second Gmail account will be also connected with the Pabbly Connect. Now you will have to follow the same process. Simply click on this recapture email parser response once again, and now once again I will send some testing email on this Gmail account, and you will notice the same email will be received via Pabbly Connect. Basically, if the email will be received here, that means the connection in the second Gmail account and Pabbly Connect is also working absolutely fine. Okay, so give me a second. Alright, so I have forwarded one more email on this specific Gmail account, and this time the subject line is subject line for the product B, and this time I have also forwarded one attachment so that I can show you how you can also save the attachment in your spreadsheet of Gmail account. Okay, so this is my email. Coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here you can notice the response is received. Let me directly take you to the body text, and here you can find the same email email. Well, this is not the same email. I think one more email is received while I was waiting for my email. Okay, so what I can do is I can click on this recapture webhook response button and can capture one more data, or you can even go with the same data, but I think if we will go with the separate subject line, it will be easier for us to differentiate the emails. Okay, so I have clicked on that button. Give me a second, let me forward this email once again on this Gmail account. So one more email is received from the same Gmail account, and this is the same subject line, that is product B. This is the testing query from a testing customer regarding the product B, and we have also sent this invoice. Coming back to the dashboard and waiting for the response here. And you can notice the response is also received. Let me scroll down, and in the last you can find the attachments link. If I will open this attachment, you will find that this is just a dummy invoice. Okay, so in this way you can capture the invoices, basically the documents, the attachments also inside Pabbly Connect. And now within Pabbly Connect only we will forward this invoice, this document, in our second spreadsheet. Okay, and this is our body text, and this time this is the same content. Hello user, this is a testing query from a testing customer regarding the product B. Thanks ABC team. Okay, so again the connection in our second Gmail account and Pabbly Connect is working absolutely fine, and in this way you can connect multiple Gmail accounts with the Pabbly Connect, or we can say you can send the data of multiple Gmail accounts to different application, and here as an application we are sending the data to Google Sheets. Okay, let me open this router step, and this time I will set the filter and action step in this second Gmail account, basically in this second router step. Okay, but instead of doing everything from scratch, I can do one more thing. Click on this three dot, and here you will find the option of clone. Yes, you can also clone the first step as a whole, and what will happen, every settings will be cloned here also. So in this way you do not have to do everything from scratch. Okay, so let me first rename it. Firstly I will remove this email data of product B from Gmail, removing this square bracket, clicking on update, and in the same way I am going to clone the same step one more time for the third Gmail. Okay, for the third spreadsheet. Okay, so clicking on this clone button, and once again I am going to rename this step. Okay, so clone square bracket will be removed from here, email data of this product C, it should be product C, clicking on update, and now I will delete the rest of the two router fields. Okay, give me a second, let me first do the same. Alright, so the rest of the two steps have been removed. Clicking on this filter and action step, and you will find that the both steps are already added. I just need to make few changes, and in this way my second router step will also be done. So instead of this Gmail address, I just need to replace the email because this to address is already selected here. So coming back, let me open the Gmail account, let me copy this Gmail address. Okay, it is not a spam content. Coming back, pasting the same here, clicking on this button, save and send test request, and you will notice that this time the condition will be true, and whenever the conditions are true, our next step will be executed for sure. So instead of selecting this product A spreadsheet, I will be selecting the product B spreadsheet. For that, firstly I will have to refresh the fields. Okay, in this way the fields will be refreshed, and now I can access the data of my spreadsheet of my Gmail account. So I have selected the same, and again you will notice this sheet will be also selected, and the interesting thing here is the email addresses are also replaced here automatically. I have not done anything. Yes, I was about to map the same email address, basically the same subject line for the product B and the same email content for the product B, and every detail has been updated here automatically. So this is the power of mapping, power of Pabbly Connect, power of automation. Now we need to also add the attachment link. So you just need to open the last entry of your responses. Okay, so this is the attachment link, which again I have mapped. Clicking on this button, save and send test request, waiting for the response, and you will notice that the data along with the attachment has been added in our spreadsheet. Let me once again correct the formatting so that I can show you the data very clearly. Okay, so the same from email address, the subject line for the product B is also here. We also have the content, and this time we also have the attachment. Okay, so in this way you can collect a lot of data, multiple data, or even the attachments in your spreadsheet from your Gmail account. Okay, so in this way the third step of our automation is also done. Now I'm going to follow the same process and will do the setup for my third spreadsheet. Okay, for my third Gmail account. Okay, so I will be clicking on this recapture email parser response button once again. Now I will again copy this email address, will go to my third Gmail account this time, clicking on the setting option, then clicking on the see all settings, searching for this forward POP and IMA app, clicking on add a forwarding address, pasting the same email address which we have got via Pabbly Connect. Now firstly I'll do the verification process, clicking on this proceed button, and you will notice that the confirmation link has been sent to Pabbly Connect once again. So coming back to the dashboard, here you can notice the responses received. Let me directly show you that verification link. Let me maximize it, and this is my link. Alright, let me copy the same. Now you must be thinking why I am scrolling down very fast, because I cannot show you much data about my Gmail, otherwise the security issue will arrive. Okay, so I have copied this link. Let me open the same, and in this way I am going to do the verification process of this Gmail account as well. Okay, closing it, coming back to my Gmail account. If I will refresh it, you will notice that the verification process will be completed here. I just need to enable the forwarding option here. Okay, give me a second. Alright, so the process is done. The email address is added here. Simply enable this, forward a copy of incoming email to this email address, and yes, click on the save changes button, and in this way your third Gmail account will be also connected with the Pabbly Connect. Now you'll have to click on this recapture email parser response button one last time, so that we can capture the email of this Gmail account also to Pabbly Connect. Further, we will be adding the same data in our third spreadsheet. Okay, so this is my Gmail account. Again, give me a second, I will forward some email here. So here you can notice I have forwarded an email on this specific Gmail account. This is my third Gmail account, and again this is the same subject line, only the difference is of this product C, and here also, well, I'm really sorry for that, the content I have not changed. It is still product A, but we can differentiate this email from our subject line also. There will not be any confusion. Okay, so coming back to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect and waiting for the same email, and here you can notice the responses received, scrolling down and directly taking you to my body section. Where is the body section? Alright, so you can find the same body text. Let me also show you the subject line, because this email consists of this product A. Okay, so how about I directly show you the subject line? Alright, so this is the subject line, this product C. Okay, so again the presence of this data clearly shows that our third Gmail account is also connected with the Pabbly Connect, and every time someone will send any new email on this specific Gmail account, the details will be captured via Pabbly Connect, and once we have the data inside Pabbly Connect, we can easily send the data to different application or to our Google Sheets application. Okay, so setting up my third router step, again both the conditions, both the steps are already added. I just need to make few changes. Okay, so let me copy my Gmail address. Alright, this is my third Gmail account. Coming back, and I will simply change this. Okay, because the label is already selected here. Let me replace it, clicking on this button, save and send test request, waiting for the response. You can notice the condition is true, and whenever the condition is true for our third router step, what will happen? Our third router step will be executed, and when the execution process will be done, what will happen? Basically the data will be added in our spreadsheet. Now as soon as you click on this refresh button, the interesting thing here will happen is every detail will be changed automatically. Alright, you can notice the subject line has been changed, and we have the subject line as subject line for product C. Let me also change my spreadsheet, that is product C, and this sheet will be selected here automatically. Alright, so it is selected, the from email is also added, the subject line is also added, even the content is also added. And remember, this time we have not collected any attachment. Okay, so clicking on this button, save and send test request, waiting for the response to receive, and once the response is received, you will notice the data will be added in our third spreadsheet also. Once again, give me a second, let me correct the formatting so that I can show you the data very clearly. This is the same subject line and even the same content. Okay, so in this way, with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can connect multiple Gmail accounts with multiple Google Sheets without doing anything manually. Now, why I'm mentioning here that without doing anything manually you can do that? Because you just need to create this automation workflow inside Pabbly Connect once. After that, you can sit back and relax, because Pabbly Connect will take care of all the tasks in the backend. You do not have to do anything manually. You can even close Pabbly Connect after setting up this automation. And just in case if you want to access this automation inside your Pabbly Connect account, I will also attach the link of my automation workflow into the description box. So click on this link, sign up for free into the Pabbly Connect, and then you will be able to access the same automation workflow inside your Pabbly Connect account, that too for free. And how about we test this automation? Okay, so what I will do, I will send some random email on my first Gmail account and will wait whether the data is adding in my product A spreadsheet or not. Okay, so give me a second. Alright, so I have sent the email, waiting for the email to arrive here, and then I will also check my spreadsheet once the email will arrive here. And you can notice the email is arrived, the content and the subject line is this. This is a new email for the testing purpose, and this is a new email for testing purpose for product A. Hope this will work. Enjoy automation. Thanks, coming back to my spreadsheet. And did you notice how the same email content has been added automatically to my product A spreadsheet? Let me also check whether the same email is added in other two spreadsheet or not. No, it is not added. That means our automation is working absolutely fine. Not just these applications, you can integrate multiple applications and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. My team will surely answer to your questions. This is the website of Pabbly Connect, and for the latest updates of Pabbly Connect and unique automation ideas, you can join our Facebook group, that is formget.deals. If you have found this video helpful in any way, share it with your friends and colleagues and also help them to automate their business. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video.